in the 60s. This was playing on public television for everyone. Our grandparents, parents. This is how old you are, I suppose. Even great-grandparents this day and age. But, man, this is how long they've been at it. I want you to notice the face on the intrigued, concerned Operation Mockingbird. It's deep. Notice how he's making the cheese. Notice how he's putting holes in the cheese. They've been at this for a very, very, very long time. Do you understand how much effort it takes to make a sequence of pictures to create a video like this, and the amount of people that were involved?
1977's The Rescuers. Probably the most famous of the hidden Disney sexual mishaps, for two glorious frames in the background of The Rescuers, there's a picture of a topless lady. The titillating frames were only discovered after the movie was released on VHS back in 1999, and sparked a massive recall by Disney. 1988, after Jessica gets thrown from the cab at the end of a short chase, her dress flaps up, revealing that she is indeed
not wearing any pants.
This was only discovered after the home Laserdisc release in 1994, and has since been censored. 1989's The Little Mermaid. Movie covers. They can instill us with visions of grandeur and excitement, as well as terror and dread, and oh, who the hell am I kidding? There's a jingle bone on the Little Mermaid VHS cover. While Disney insisted that this suggestive structure was only included in the cover due to time constraints on the artist, and was not intended to be an undersea schlong, they still removed the offending edifice from the poster. But how can you blame the artists? It's not like they expected someone to start staring vacantly at their box art until things started looking like dongs. 1994's The Lion King. Definitely the most famous reference next to The Rescuers. When Simba flumps down in depression on a grassy cliffside, he makes some of the greenery rise up into the air, bringing with it some sex. You see it? Right there, it says sex. Well, not according to Disney, who claims that the reference actually says SFX, a signature of their special effects department. But who are you going to believe? Even if you trust in Disney's words, you'll never not be able to see anything but sex in that dusty cloud. It's also worth mentioning that some have argued that the 2002 re-release poster of The Lion King has a scantily clad woman hidden in the artwork. Don't see it? Here it is with the outline. Yeah, good luck on seeing that. 1996, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. While some people may disparage The Hunchback of Notre Dame as being a watered-down, Disneyfied version of the original Victor Hugo story, most people won't tell you that the song Hellfire isn't anything but impressive and grand, while also being a little disturbing and perverted. It appears that Esmeralda's dancing form in the fireplace becomes unclothed in the last few frames before it disappears. It's hard to see, and somewhat up for debate, but only one thing can be said about this.
These animals having just a good time. Mickey's playing the washboard. This duck's dancing. Look, oh, this cat wants in on the fun too. Oh, look, he's being cute. Mickey's being a fucking dick. What? Mickey. What a monster. Dude, he's like on a fucking rampage. Just leave him alone, dude. She's feeding her children. Mickey! It kicks it. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is a real cartoon made by the Walt Disney Corporation. I think this is Steamboat Willie. This is their first cartoon. Look at this shit.
In the original story, Pinocchio killed Hermione Cricket, got his feet burnt off, and was hanged and left for dead. You probably already knew that Disney has a habit of taking dark, twisted children's fairy tales and turning them into sickeningly sweet happily ever afters. The so-called Geppetto would take the skin and hair of slaves to make his dolls, but the so-called Pinocchio would be seen walking and talking without his maker. No one knows where Pinocchio is located today.
In the Disney film, in Pinocchio, it's unbelievable, the pub scene. And you'll remember this when you saw it as a kid. It gave you a creepy feeling in your belly.
Let's see it. Pub scene in Pinocchio.
He talks about bringing the boys to Pleasure Island.
How would you blokes like to make some real money? I'm collecting stupid little boys. Stupid little boys. I takes them to Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island? But the law! Suppose they... No. There's no risk. They never come back.